Hi guys, today I am here to do a video on hygiene. I had somebody request that and I was like, I didn't know how to go about doing this. So basically I'll just tell you my hygiene routine and tell you about stuff that I heard and different things that I've heard that you might not should do or you should do. For one, a lot of people feel some kind of way about using soaps or stuff down, in the personal areas. Me personally, I use body washes and stuff. I do, they don't irritate me. Now, that's one place I will spend some money because y'all know I'm cheap. Y'all know I'm cheap. Y'all know I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on certain things when I can get the same thing. Now, when it comes to body washes, I have to spend a little money on it. I can't do like the cheap no name brand body washes and different stuff like that because I will be irritated. My skin is sensitive. I can't do it. So I don't spend a whole lot of money on it, but I can't do the real cheap ones. So people have a thing with washing or using certain washes in the personal areas. But like I said, I do. Some people just use hot water and wash that way because they said it cleans itself naturally and this and that other. And when it's that time of the month, they use something then, or like, they had a heavy day or something like that where they've been sweating a lot, they might use something. Me personally, I wash with something every time. One thing I do know is that using cloths and loofahs and stuff like that, when it comes to my personal areas, I use a cloth. I have to use a white cloth because I've always learned when I was younger, you use like the colored cloths and stuff like that. They have dye in them and the dye comes out and it could cause problems in those areas. I know eventually you wash them enough, it won't do it anymore, but I rather stick with the white ones for that reason. Now, loofahs and stuff like that, I don't feel like they clean certain areas good for me. It just don't do the job for me. Loofah, like, for washing your arm or little areas like that or whatever. Yeah, I might use a loofah for that. That's cool. It does what it does when it's there. But like washing personal areas, cloth, plain white cloth is what I use. Now, when it comes to my back and other areas like that, I will use this because it has a handle and like to get your back and it cleans it real good and does a good job. I'm not a small girl, so I have to make sure I get all my areas like I'm supposed to because you don't want to be smelling. So you just on an everyday basis you don't want to smell, and when you're with your certain situations you don't you want to be clean and smelling good and looking good, so you want to make sure you do that. So like I say, I use different kinds of body washes. It's according to what I'm feeling like using at the time. I like to use one with coconut in it, ones with shea butter, oatmeal in it. Different things that are gonna kind of, help my skin so my skin don't be so dry. So this is like one of them that I use. This one has oatmeal, shea butter in it, and it smells pretty good. Now, another thing that I use to wash on my body, I don't use in my personal areas, but I use it to wash with. It is my shower gel, Bath and Body Works. I love this stuff. This right here it has shea and vitamin E. It's Bath and Body Works Japanese cherry blossom. Now, you wash with this, not in your personal areas. No, you don't want to do that. But you kind of wash other areas so you kind of smell fresh and smell good. It kind of soaks in so you feel good, you smell good. That's what I like to do. Y'all might not want to, but that's up to y'all. This is what I'm doing. So what else? Stuff in the shower. Other things, like I do my wash my hair and stuff, and like I said, stuff like that. Want to smell good all over. Wash your hair with different stuff. I use different ones. This one here doesn't really smell all that good, but like I say, the other ones smell pretty good, and I use those. So in the shower, that's one thing I do. Let's see what else in the shower. That's about it in the shower, but when I get out of the shower, I make sure I dry off pretty good, not all the way fully dry, and then I'll use like my lotions and stuff like that. So I like to use this one. It's a 24-hour moisture ultra sheen body cream. This is the body cream, and I also have the body lotion. So I like to use these, and this is from Bath and Body Works too. So I use those, and Don't let your skin get completely dry, because when you put it on, it has a shea moisture in it, and you put it on, it kind of, you know, holds, and it helps with the freshness smells. Now, me personally, I don't douche. I don't, because talking to doctors, excuse me, doctors and stuff, they say it can cause cancer, just like they say, you know, washing with certain things down there can. But douche is actually going up, you know, into you. As when I use body wash, it's not. I'm washing outside, if you get what I mean. If that's what you use, hey, that's what you use. Me personally, I choose not to use it, you know. So you have the applicator bottle, and people use it and they douche. I don't do that. I don't use that, whatever is in that bottle. But sometimes I'll use bottles and it's just water, and I'll, you know, let it do what it needs to do, if you get what I mean. So when you're in the shower, you need to make sure you're washing good, and make sure, you know, you're cleansing yourself out with the water. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the soap and stuff, you don't want that inside of you. That's why I feel that way about the dish. I don't want that stuff up in me. So I just use the water and cleanse yourself out, you know. Don't, you know, we're women, so we know all about this. So, you know, don't feel some kind of way about what I'm saying. But if that's what you want to do, okay, fine, you know. And they have different things that you can use. Me personally, I just use water. And I at least shower twice a day. Shower in the morning, and I shower at night. And sometimes I shower 3 times a day. It's cool. And if I worked out, then I shower again. But you have to make sure you keep your hygiene up, whether it's just your body and your hair. Like your hair, you don't want to go too many days without washing your hair either, because that's part of your hygiene. That stuff sucks into your skin too, your scalp. Like you're sweating a lot, it's soaking back into your scalp. So you want to stay clean. You don't want to walk around smelling. And when it's that time of the month, make sure you're changing whatever it is you use, whether you use, you know, tampons or you use pads. Make sure you're changing them often. Because, like, I don't want to hear, oh, it's the time of the month, I smell like this because it's that time of the month. No. You shouldn't smell like anything. You should be cleaning yourself and make sure you're good when it's that time of the month. You should not be saying, oh, I smell like that, because no, you should not be smelling like that. You should be changing whatever it is that you're using, and you make sure you dispose of it. I don't have it with me right now, but I have these little baggies. You can buy them from dollar stores and all that. It's little bags. You can dispose of your stuff in. If it's a pad, you can dispose of it in there, and you can tie it up, and then you can throw it away. Me personally, I carry that, and I carry another bag. I don't want to leave my stuff at somebody else's house. Blood, period, is gonna smell. It sits. Somebody die, don't they smell? Because blood, you know, so you don't want to leave that sitting in somebody's house not knowing when they're going to empty their trash or whatever. So dispose of it properly and clean yourself properly. Don't leave on a pad for a long amount of time and it starts to smell and things like that. Change yourself. Just like you would change your baby's diaper, change, you know, yourself and stuff like that. So that's a must. And me personally, I carry it around. It's like these wipes. You can get them, and they're in little packs, and they can come singles. Or sometimes I actually carry a whole thing of baby wipes. You want to clean yourself if you're that time of the month. Even if you use the bathroom, period, in any way, shape, or form, whether it's number one, number two, you want to keep yourself clean. Don't walk around like that. Like just tissue, period, just a long tissue, that's not going to work. You need to use some kind of wipes or something like that and wipe yourself. Keep yourself clean. We're ladies. We need to be fresh and clean constantly. Don't be with all that, I smell like this because of this or this or this. No. Take them wipes with you. Change yourself every once in a while. Do what you need to do to be clean. And far as hygiene, like mouth, make sure you're brushing your teeth 2-3 times a day. Me personally, I use Crest. I like Crest products. I brush my teeth. I use this. This is my little Oral-B toothbrush. I don't have the actual brush on top, but it's the electrical kind, powered kind. I use that. And then I also use a water flosser. This water pick, you put water in it and you floss your teeth with that. And I also use these kind of flossers, and I use regular floss too. Also, I use mouthwash. Make sure you use mouthwash. I don't think just brushing your teeth is good enough. I don't think just flossing is good enough. I think all three of those things together, flossing, brushing your teeth, and using mouthwash. You want to smell good in all ways. You don't want to have your body smelling good, your breath funky. Nobody wants to smell your funky breath. I'm sorry. Not trying to be funny, but I don't want to smell it. Like, first thing in the morning when I get up, before I even talk to anybody, anything, like I'm just going to the bathroom sometimes, I brush my teeth, even though I'm going to lay back down in the bed. My husband don't want to smell my breath when I'm up in the morning. No, I don't want to smell his either, so he get up and he brush his teeth before we start talking to anything. I don't want to smell your breath. So, I mean, that's not being mean. That's just, hey, that's what it is. Another thing I forgot to say is when you're in the shower, make sure you're shaving. Shave, shave, shave. Especially when it's that, you know it's about to be that time of the month. You want to shave to make sure you're always clean in those areas. And, you know, shave normally. And me personally, I shave, you know, everywhere under my arms, my legs, everywhere. You want to be clean. Okay, under my arms, I use this. And like I said, a trick that I said, when you shave in personal areas, sometimes hair grows back, the stubble, it causes you to itch. Boom. Use this in the area just a little bit, and it also makes you smell good also. And also you can use a little bit around the breast area for sweating and stuff like that. So I mean, it's different ways that you can do different things. I don't think I left anything out, but some people use baby powder. I don't want to use baby powder because all that stuff they done had on TV about the cancer and all that kind of stuff. And tampons. Do not sleep with tampons. They said don't sleep with tampons because it's causing some kind of shock, something. I forgot what the name of it was. But you guys be careful with that. Just make sure you're good with that. So I think, you know, other than that, I think we talked about basically everything. Keep your wipes with you. Make sure you clean inside out. Like, don't leave anything smelling. Nobody wants to smell you. Me, when it comes to clean, I like to have hand sanitizer with me all the time. You got to make sure it has at least 40% alcohol. If it doesn't have at least 40% alcohol, it's not going to do the job. Of course, this is another Bath and Body Works thing. You know, I love Bath and Body Works. They should have me a spokesperson for Bath and Body Works. Anyway, I guess that's about all that I can think of. If I didn't say anything else, leave comments below. Tell me what you think about this video. If you think of anything else that I left out, please leave it below and maybe somebody get to see it. But, you know, guys, you have to do the same thing too. You got to keep yourself up and keep yourself clean too. But this right here is mainly for women. You know, keep yourself clean. If you decide to wash with soap, then okay. But if you don't wash with soap, make sure you clean real good and, you know, just keep yourself smelling, looking good, and smelling fresh, because nobody wants to smell you and, you know, going in bathrooms after women like, why do you smell like that? Like, really, smell like somebody died. Like, you come out the bathroom and it ain't even from them doing them too. It's from them just using the bathroom. You were like, what is that smell like? Are you serious? You was in there for 2 minutes and that bathroom smell like that? Yeah, something is wrong. You really need to go see a doctor. You need to clean yourself. Very good, because something is wrong. You should never smell like that. I don't care if it's that time of the month, none of that. You shouldn't be funky like that. Smell like somebody died. But anyway, I just want to come in and share that. If you was the person that told me to do this video, leave your name below, and I appreciate that. Hopefully I got most of the areas of what you guys want to talk about. Anything else you want to talk about, leave it below. All right, guys, love you. Be blessed. Thank you.